Get in there closely. So yeah, it's one of my work. You see, what's going on is that I have a little coffee show coming up. I'm drinking Shiner-Bock beer. Show coming up. And it's over at this place called Joe and the Go. I'm trying to figure out the work that's going to go into Joe and the Go. It's going to be like, kind of deal with the old red mud. Because, you know, there's this little secret that, you know, I didn't know if y'all knew this, but, you know, when I was over there in Watkinsville, I went to this place called Jittery Joe's. Have you guys have seen, I read goes on about Jittery Joe's, you know? Well, Jittery Joe's, I ate a big dinner. It's hard for me to talk. I ate so much stuff. But I have to get this video out. So I'm drinking some Shiner-Bock, some Shiner beer to help get this night rolling. And I noticed on the walls, there was a lot of art there. And that art was this guy named, I think his name is Sam, the Dot Man, or what, Cat Man, or something like that. And I realized that Red was sitting there admiring this guy's work. You know, Red, he really does envy a lot of that kind of stuff. You know, he would love to get into some serious folk art fairs, and when he goes there and hangs out, and this guy, goddamn, what's his name? I think it's Catman. He's a big time Athens, Georgia folk artist, unlike Red Mud, you know, who just sort of tucks away and sneaks around like in his little caves, you know. So there's this guy, Catman, is in his own hometown with a show at Jittery Joe's. That's why Red's going over to Jittery Joe's so many times. He's admiring that guy's work, you know. He won't talk about it, so I'm having this coffee show going on called Joe and the Go. It's a local coffee place here in San Marcos, and I did the little layout for the pieces. Let me show you. This is my little table here. But this paint's going out. I haven't mailed it yet, Stratton. It's gonna go out of the place. You come in right here. Got 3 pieces here, and then I'm gonna do like a sign, and I'm gonna do these 3 pieces here. There's one here called a pin board, 4 pieces there, and this little cave. I'm gonna put inside here sketches to the previous books of barbecue / happy hour. But what goes on this wall here, it's gonna be 8 pieces, and they're gonna be good. It's gonna all be about Red Mud. I'm gonna let the public know, and I'm gonna make a video about the public's reaction to Red Mud. I'm gonna show the public exactly what real coffee folk art is. You see. And I just realized that I asked Red, why don't you try to show at Jittery Joe's? And he said something like, he just doesn't know if he's as good as a Cat Man or the Dot Man or something. I said, well, I'm gonna have a show at a coffee place. Why don't he? Well, so let me show you some over here. See these 3 things right there? That. This actually was in a show. I'm back. I had this in a show that's called Stella House, and it's not there no more. This is the layout for the show here. You had John Hagee, you had David and Goliath. That's a John Hagee piece there, all done in like wood glue and paint. There's the pregnant piece with the pig and the hog. Hog was done out with fireworks, kind of like red firecrackers. Then you had Janet Reno, Alex Jones, and Kenlisa Rice. This piece was auctioned off, actually, and it's called If Brains Were Dynamite. There's the original body scan. It's supposed to be like this pregnant lady, but it's not really. It's like, you see here. Nice little art piece. Got a little fuse here, and I'm going to add this little firework, maybe an eye. I forgot the name of it. What was the name of it? This show was hilarious. It was a great show. I actually sold 3 or 4 body scan. That's what it's called. Because remember they were doing the whole TSA thing. People were scanning in 2010. Chicken George Redford. It's a Redford piece. So I'm going to have that one. It's going to be a triptych. And then I was going to put this one in. Right here. Check it out. Still working on it. There's the chicken bones from the night of 2 buckets. Or really they weren't buckets. There were 2 boxes. Apparently you can't buy buckets. You can only have KFC, and there was no KFC anywhere close. So I put some glue on here. There's the guy. That's an attractive piece. I gotta keep working on it, make it look right. That's gonna be on one side, and then in the middle, here's what I'll put in the middle of it. You know, the Stella House show had a lot of stuff, and that's where Justin had. Me and Justin had we both kind of we did one collaborative, and it sold. And I remember old Ruby, she was pissed off about that. There's a lot of drama about that show. I took Ruby down there we were gonna go and that's her right there peeking around the corner. That's what she was like. Here's this piece. I keep working on it. Yeah, but we had the Stella House show. Me and Justin collaborated on this thing called the Pillar of Salt. And it sold, and Ruby wanted to get rid of it. Put out of the show. I took her there to San Antonio. Introduced her to all my friends. She was just marketing, of course. Tried to bang her, but it was a total disaster fail. And the whole event just ended, collapse. I like her. I like Ruby a lot. But boy, she's a bitch. She is a pain in the butt. And she stole my bunny, so. But the only reason I brought that up is because of that other piece. But so here's this other thing here. And this right here is the jaw of a hog that I smoked. And I'm gonna put, it's gonna be something like, this guy's talking about how many people he's, or something about, I forgot, I wrote it all out somewhere. I was telling Still Red Mud. So you gotta have shows stuff. It's like I had this other show. Here's this video coming up eventually, and you'll see it. We started arguing about the whole. Now here's another thing that's totally amazing. It's sort of, I posted this piece on eBay. You use red. It says red rum, red rum. This is, I think, Bart Schultz, tape man, wrote this. You know, see, look. Bart. I even posted that. See, Bart doesn't even look at these videos anymore, so I don't worry about it. I can talk shit about it. It ain't making any difference. And this is Bosco. He made this little drawing of these two bears pulling this dude from a folk fest apart. So I I collaged them together and had them make love to each other. You know, both Bart and Bosco, and kind of added to it, cut it up. You know, it's like a it's a four-way jam powwow. Dude, what do you think I should do with this piece? Someone should, you know, what should I do with it? Where should it go? So me and Red always wrestle with trying to figure out what the fuck we're going to do with all this male ego bannering, and who the fuck cares? There's only a handful of Jolly Champs left. There's that one there. Technically, and also, you know, there's the canvas here, which I'm having. I got to get the hell out of the studio. It's too small. I can't fucking paint in the studio. And there's this guy. This is going to be the first of the happy hour series. But man, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.